that is the introduction, checkpointing and rollback recovery. So rollback அப்படிங்கிறது என்ன அப்படின்னா, it restores the system back to a consistent state after a failure. By the way, tolerate the failure by going to the previously recorded state, and by the way it resume the operation and continues to work. So checkpointing saved state of the process. And domino effect, that is the dependencies may force some of the processes that did not fail to roll back. So from the example, here there are three processes, P0, P1 and P2. Suppose a failure occurs at P2 which causes the M6 to as a orphan message. So it forces P1 to roll back, and again M7 also become the orphan message. So P1 forces P0 to roll back. This cascaded rollback which causes the system to roll back too far in the computation, that is even to the beginning, is called as a domino effect. Next, there are three techniques that avoid the domino effect: coordinated checkpointing rollback recovery, communication induced, and log based rollback recovery. So coordinated checkpointing rollback recovery na, the process coordinate the checkpoints to form a system wide consistent state. Next, communication induced means it forces each process to take checkpoints based on the information piggybacked on the application. So the communication is induced as a piggybacked information. Then third type, log based rollback recovery. So it combines a checkpointing with the logging of non-deterministic events. So local checkpoint. So local checkpoint is a snapshot of the state of the process at a given instance. So எல்லா ப்ராசஸுமே அதோட லோக்கல் ஸ்டேட்டை சர்டன் இன்ஸ்டன்ட் ஆஃப் டைமில் என்ன பண்ணிகிட்ருக்கோம், சேவ் பண்ணிகிட்ருக்கோம். அந்த ஸ்னாப்ஷாட்டை தான் என்ன சொல்கிறோன்னா லோக்கல் செக் பாயிண்ட் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறோம். ஸோ இப்போ ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் சிஐகே அப்படின்னா the kth local checkpoint at process PI. CI0 na process PI takes a checkpoint CI0 before it starts the execution. So what is the assumption means a process stores all the checkpoints on the stable storage. A process is able to roll back to any of its existing local checkpoint. Next, consistent state na, first global state, a collection of individual state of all participating processes, and the state of the communication channel is said to be the global state. Then consistent global state means a global state that may occur during a failure free execution of the distribution. Then global checkpoint, a set of local checkpoints, one from each process. Then consistent global checkpoint, a global checkpoint such that no message is sent by a process after taking its local checkpoint that is received by another process before taking its checkpoint. So here we can see the example for a consistent state and an inconsistent state. In first example, there are three processes, P0, P1 and P2. So the recovery line is drawn as a dotted line. In first, the P0 send a message to P1. Here the send is recorded. ஸோ அது வந்து என்ன சொல்கிறோம், கன்சிஸ்டன்ட் ஸ்டேட் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறோம். whether the send is not recorded, that is in inconsistent stateல மெசேஜ் M1 வந்து பாஸ் ஆகிருக்கும், send is not recorded, so that is said to be the inconsistent state. Interactions with the outside world. So outside world process na, a special process that interacts with the rest of the system through message passing. So what's the common approach means is save each input message on the stable storage before allowing the application program to process it. So here we are going to see the type of messages. In transit message, that is the message that have been sent but not yet received, அது என்ன சொல்கிறோம், in transit. Then lost message means a message whose send is done but receive is undone due to rollback. Delayed message means a message whose receive is not recorded because the receiving process was either failure or message arrived after rollback. then it is said to be the delayed messages. Orphan message means the message the receive recorded but the message sent not recorded. Then duplicate messages. It arises due to the message locking and replaying during the process recovery. Next, see the example. Here the failure occur at the process P1. So in transit messages என்னலானா M1, M2 and M5. And M1 is the lost message. M1 and M5 is the delayed message. And after recovery, the M4 and M5 can be resent. So it is said to be the duplicated message. Is used in failure recovery. So here see the three processes PI, PJ and PK. The checkpoints of PI are CI0, CI1, PJ வந்து CJ0, CJ1, CJ2, PK வந்து CK0, CK1, CK2. These are the checkpoints for the three processes. And the messages are from A to J. Suppose if failure occurs at process PI, then it roll back to the state CI1. Then the H message become the orphan message. It causes the rollback to process J. See the diagram, which causes CJ to roll back at CJ1. Then the I becomes the orphan message. So here the recovery line can be drawn as CI1, CJ1, CK1. So the recovery line start from CI1, CJ1, CK1. By the way, the message can be restored. So the restored global consistent state is CI1, CJ1 and CK1. So here the message C is a delayed message and message D is a lost message. These lost messages can be handled by message log of all send message. E and F is the delayed orphan message, which can be after resuming them the execution process generate those messages. So next is checkpoint based recovery. So the state of each process and the communication channel is checkpointed frequently so that when a failure occurs, the system can be restored to a globally consistent set of checkpoints. So here three types: uncoordinated, coordinated and communication induced. So first we are going to see about uncoordinated checkpointing. So it has autonomy. So எப்போ checkpoint எடுக்கணுங்கிற authority autonomy வந்து it has. So the advantage என்னன்னா the lower runtime overhead during normal execution, and disadvantage is the domino effect during a recovery, and the recovery from a failure is slow, and each process maintains a multiple checkpoints and periodically invoke a garbage collection algorithm not suitable for the application with the frequent output commits. So the process in the dependencies வந்து record பண்ணும் among the checkpoints caused by the message exchange. So this is the direct dependency tracking technique. So for example இப்போ PJ PI process இருக்கு, ஒரு லைன் ட்ரா பண்ணியிருக்காங்கல்ல, that is IJY இங்கே IIX. ஸோ வந்து என்ன அப்படின்னா செக் பாயிண்ட்டோட இன்டர்வல். இப்போது IIX வந்து என்ன அப்படின்னா CIX-1க்கும் CIXக்கு இடையில் உள்ள செக் பாயிண்ட் இன்டர்வல். அதே மாதிரி IJYங்கிறது CJY-1 to CJYக்கு இடையில் உள்ள செக் பாயிண்ட் இன்டர்வல். So எந்த இடத்துல என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா there is a direct dependency tracking technique, that is the message is transferred from PI to PJ, which is later saved onto the stable storage when PJ takes CJY. Next, coordinated checkpointing. So there are two types: blocking, non-blocking. So blocking means the process stop their execution while taking checkpoints. Here need not stop during the execution or taking the checkpoints. So whether there are two examples. So first example shows the checkpoint inconsistency. Second example shows a solution with the FIFO channels. So first let's see the example. So ஒரு இனிஷியேட் வந்து என்ன பண்ணுறாங்கன்னா செக் பாயிண்ட் ரெக்வஸ்ட்டை P0க்கும் P1க்கும் சென்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க. So due to some message sufficient delay or the clocks not synchronized, the checkpoint is takes place at P1 after the message is transferred from P0 to P1. So here if the failure occur means the message cannot be retried, because it cannot go back to the previous state to recover that message. So in see second example with the FIFO channels, the checkpoint is takes place. After that only the message is transferred from P0 to P1. So this is the correct way. So the second example shows it forces each process to take a checkpoint before receiving the first post checkpoint message. Next, communication induced checkpointing. There are two types, autonomous and forced. So communication induced checkpointing piggybacks the protocol related information on each application message. The receiver of each application message uses the piggybacked information to determine if it has to take a forced checkpoint to advance the global recovery line. So the forced checkpoint must be taken before the application may process the contents of the message. So either way, there is no special coordinate messages are exchanged. Here also two types, that is model based checkpointing, index based checkpointing. So model based அப்படின்னா the system maintains the checkpoints and communication structures that prevent the domino effect or achieve some even stronger properties. Index based means it uses an indexing scheme for the local and forced checkpoints, such that the checkpoints of the same index at all process form a consistent state. Next we going to see about the log based rollback recovery. So log based, it is a saved, okay, saved storage ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோ. So it makes use of a deterministic and a non-deterministic events in a computation. So deterministic eventsங்கிறது என்ன சொல்கிறோன்னா send or start of the delay message இதெல்லாம் என்ன சொல்கிறோம் deterministic, initiatorலாம் என்ன சொல்கிறோம் deterministic அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறோம். non-deterministicனா receipt of the message from other process, அதெல்லாம் non-deterministic அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறோம். ஸோ the log based recovery பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஃப்ரம் ப்ராசஸ் P0 பார்க்கும்போது நான் டெட்டர்மினிஸ்டிக் ஈவெண்ட்ஸ் வந்து M0, M3, M7 வந்து நான் டெட்டர்மினிஸ்டிக். ஸோ தீஸ் ஆர் என்ன அப்படின்னா P0க்கு ரிசீவ் ஆகிற மெசேஜ். அண்ட் டெட்டர்மினிஸ்டிக் ஈவெண்ட்ஸ் வந்து என்னலான்னா M2, M5, இந்த இனிஷியேட்டர் ப்ராசஸ் M0, இதெல்லாம் என்ன சொல்கிறோன்னா டெட்டர்மினிஸ்டிக் ஈவெண்ட்ஸ் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறோம். நெக்ஸ்ட் நோ ஆர்ஃபன்ஸ் கன்சிஸ்டன்சி கண்டிஷன். Let E be the non-deterministic event that occurs at process P, dependent of E based on Lambert's happened before relation. And log E means it is stored in the volatile memory, that is the set of processes that have logged a copy of E's determinant in their volatile memory. Stable of E, a predicate that is true if E's determinant is logged on the stable storage. So find if this condition is satisfied, then there is a no orphan messages. Then pessimistic logging. There are two types, pessimistic and optimistic. The first pessimistic logging means this protocol assumes that failure can occur after any non-deterministic event in the computation. So the application has to block waiting for the determinant of the each non-deterministic event to be stored on the stable storage. So this is an example here. So maximum recoverable state பாரு. Suppose 3 process இருக்கு. Suppose the process P1 and P2 fail means restart from the checkpoints B and C. It roll forward using the determinants log to deliver again the same sequence of messages as in the pre-failure execution. So once the recovery is complete, both the process will consistent with the state of P0 that includes a receipt of message M7 from P1. This is the maximum recoverable state that is drawn with the dotted lines. Next, optimistic logging அப்படின்னா so optimistic logging means என்ன சொல்லணும்னா it require a non-trivial garbage collection scheme. The application does not block and the determinants are spooled to enable stable storage asynchronously. So pessimistic protocols do not need only keep the most recent checkpoint of each process, whereas optimistic protocols may need to keep multiple checkpoints for each process. So the example, so X la failure occur ஆகுது from P0 process பார்த்தேன்னா failure occurs at X, so it restored to the state checkpoint A. So here the process P2 fails before the determinant for M5 is logged to the stable storage. process P1 then becomes an orphan message and must roll back to undo the effects of the receiving orphan message M6. So the rollback of P1 further forces P0 to roll back to the undo the effects of receiving message M7. Optimistic logging. Then casual logging. It combines both the advantages of pessimistic and optimistic logging. So like optimistic, it does not require asynchronous access to the stable storage. Like pessimistic logging, it allows each process to commit output independently and never create the orphans. So this is the maximum recoverable state. So here M5 and M6 are the lost on the failures of P1 and P2. These events consist of the delivery of messages M0, M1, M2, M3 and M4. Next, the important topic, QTUG coordinated checkpointing algorithm. So it includes two parts, checkpointing algorithm and the recovery algorithm. So it mainly avoids the domino effect and the live log problems. Next, optimistic logging அப்படின்னா, so optimistic logging means என்ன சொல்லணும்னா, it require a non-trivial garbage collection scheme. The application does not block and the determinants are spooled to enable stable storage asynchronously. So pessimistic protocols do not need only keep the most recent checkpoint of each process, whereas optimistic protocols may need to keep multiple checkpoints for each process. So the continuation param two phases இருக்கும். So first என்ன ஒரு initiating process tentative checkpoint எடுத்துட்டு மற்ற ப்ராசஸ்க்கு அந்த tentative checkpoints வந்து என்ன பண்ணும் அப்படின்னா பாஸ் பண்ணும். ஸோ எவ்ரி ப்ராசஸ் வந்து என்னென்னா tentative checkpoint எடுத்துகிட்டு do or discard அப்படிங்கிறத டிசைட் பண்ணி என்ன பண்ணும், இன்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணும். ஸோ எல்லா ப்ராசஸோட இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் வச்சுட்டு அந்த initiating ப்ராசஸ் வந்து ஆக்ட் அக்கார்டிங்லி. ஸோ ஒரு இனிஷியேட் வந்து என்ன பண்ணுறாங்கன்னா செக் பாயிண்ட் ரெக்வஸ்ட்டை P0க்கும் P1க்கும் சென்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க. So due to some message sufficient delay or the clock's not synchronized, the checkpoint is takes place at P1 after the message is transferred from P0 to P1. So here if the failure occur means the message cannot be retried because it cannot go back to the previous state to recover that message. So in second example with the FIFO channels, so an example பாரு PQ அப்படின்னு ரெண்டு ப்ராசஸ் இருக்குது. அதோட செக் பாயிண்ட்ஸ் P1, P2, P3. Qவோட செக் பாயிண்ட்ஸ் வந்து Q1. ஆஃப்டர் த செக் பாயிண்ட் Q1ங்கிற ஒரு மெசேஜ் வந்து Qலேருந்து Pக்கு சென்ட் ஆகுது. சப்போஸ் இங்கே ரோல் பேக் அக்கர் ஆகுது அப்படின்னா என்ன ஆகும் அப்படின்னா Q1 மெசேஜ் வந்து லாஸ்ட் ஆயிரும். ஸோ அதை என்ன பண்ணால் ப்ராசஸ் P வந்து ஃபோர்ஸ்ட் Q to take the check point at Q_2. So this is an example. Next XYZ அப்படின்னு மூணு ப்ராசஸ் இருக்குது. ஸோ சப்போஸ் ஒரு ஃபெயிலியர் அக்கர் ஆகுது அப்படின்னா ஸோ இட் காசஸ் டு ரோல் பேக் டு X2 which avoid the orphan message. It forces Y2 also to roll back and Zல வந்து எந்த மெசேஜுமே பாஸ் ஆகலை. ஸோ it does not force the Z to roll back. See, ஸோ ஃபெயிலியர் அக்கர் ஆகுது, it forces the X2 அந்த அடுத்த செக் பாயிண்ட் வந்து என்ன ஆகும்னா ரோல் பேக் ஆகும். அதே மாதிரி Y2ல ரோல் பேக் ஆகும். ஸோ ரெக்கவரி லைன் இஸ் drawn from X2, Y2 and Z2. So here the optimization is Z. So may not to recover all since some of the process did not change anything. So Z is not need to recover. Next, Jang Venkatesan algorithm for asynchronous checkpointing and recovery. Here also assumptions, communication channels are reliable, delivery messages in FIFO order, infinite buffers, message transmission delay is arbitrary but finite. So இங்கே ஒரு ப்ராசஸ் வந்து ட்ரிப்ளெட் மெசேஜ் சென்ட் பண்ணும். தட் இஸ் S, M, message underscore send. எஸ்ங்கிறது என்ன ஸ்டேட், ரிசீவ் அந்த எம்ங்கிறது சென்ட் பண்ணக்கூடிய மெசேஜ், தென் சென்ட் த மெசேஜஸ் அவுட், அதுதான் நான் சொல்கிறேன்னா ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் ஆஃப் த மெசேஜஸ். It represents the state of P. இங்கே டூ டைப் ஆஃப் லாக் இருக்குது, volatile log, stable log. volatile logங்கிறது ஒரு ஷார்ட் டைம் ஆக்சஸ், ஸ்டேபிள் லாக்ங்கிறது லாங் டைம் ஆக்சஸ். ஸோ இட் கேன் பி stable log can be recovered after crashed. When volatile memory is lost if the processor crash, so it move to stable log periodically. volatile logல இருந்து stable log periodically என்ன ஆயிரும் அப்படின்னா மூவ் ஆயிரும். So asynchronous checkpointing After executing an event, a triplet is recorded without any synchronization with other process. So here the local checkpoint consists of a set of records. First are stored in volatile log, then move to the stable log. நம்ம ரெக்கவரி அல்காரிதமில் நொட்டேஷன்ஸ் இருக்குது. ரிசீவ் நொட்டேஷன், சென்ட் நொட்டேஷன். இப்போ ரிசீவ்ட் ஆஃப் ஐ டு ஜே, தட் இஸ் ஜேயில் இருந்து ஐக்கு, ஓகேயா. ஸோ நம்பர் ஆஃப் மெசேஜஸ் ரிசீவ்டு பை பிஐ ஃப்ரம் பிஜே from the beginning of the computation to the checkpoint I. Then send means it send the number of messages by pi to pj from the beginning of the computation to checkpoint I. So main idea is from the set of checkpoints we have to find a set of consistent checkpoints. For doing that we have to transfer the number of messages sent and received. Next, communication induced checkpointing. There are two types, autonomous and forced. So communication induced checkpointing piggybacks the protocol related information on each application message. The receiver of each application message uses the piggybacked information to determine if it has to take a forced checkpoint to advance the global recovery line. So the forced checkpoint must be taken before the application may process the contents of the message. So either way there is no special coordinate messages are exchanged. Here also two types, that is model based checkpointing, index based checkpointing. So model based the system maintains the checkpoints and communication structures that prevent the domino effect or achieve some even stronger properties. Index based means it uses an indexing scheme for the local and forced checkpoints, such that the checkpoints of the same index at all process form a consistent state. So this diagrammatic example. So here it consists of a 3 processor. Suppose Y fails and restarts. If the event EY2 is the latest checkpointed event at Y, and then Y will restart from the state corresponding to EY2. So because of the broadcast nature of the rollback messages, the recovery algorithm is also initiated at the process X and Z. So recall all the topics. Thank you.